We have some breaking news. The Toronto Blue Jays have made multiple moves, and ahead of what's going to be a very crucial rest of the series for the Jays, they have made some interesting moves, including one move in particular regarding one player that is very intriguing. We're going to break down exactly what the move is and discuss what it means going forward, as well as multiple Jays updates ahead of not only tonight's game, but into this week as well. A ton of different things to go over, as well as some other interesting tidbits. Before we get into it, folks, if you're part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, this is the place to be for daily Jays content. Your guys' support has been unbelievable. Thank you guys for it. I know the Jays are struggling right now, but I'm still producing daily Jays content, so make sure to subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news, and we are, as of the time recording, hours ahead of game time. It's, of course, on the West Coast, so it's going to be a late game, and some interesting news just trickled in, and had to make a video on it because there are some very big implications here for some of these moves, and let's dive right into it. Braden Fisher has been selected to the Major League roster. Jonathan Clase is back up. Stuart Burrow is DFA'd. And Alan Roden, along with Dylan Tate, have an option down to AAA. And, of course, the big storyline here is Alan Roden. And what has been a very interesting last few months for Alan Roden. This is the first time this season, this started a couple months ago, a month and a half ago, that he has been sent down. And the Alan Roden era, at least for right now, is over. And he has gone back down to AAA. And this is an interesting move. Now, we knew when the first set of cuts were coming in, there was a debate about, whether Alan Roden was going to be sent down, whether it was going to be Nathan Lucas, all these different things. They decided to go with Will Wagner. And coming into the season, they had Will Wagner and Alan Roden both make the team at a camp. And now we're only a month and a half in, and both those guys have been DFA'd. And I fully agree with the move. And obviously, I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. It's a pretty big name. It's their 5th ranked overall prospect. And there's a lot of talk on the show, Buck and Joe Siddle and Dan Shulman all talking about it, Jamie Campbell, about how, hey, he is going to be someone that they probably don't, not that they said they're not going to send him down, but they want to keep him up because they think that he can be, a very good major leaguer. I agree. He just hasn't been. And in 73 at-bats, you see there on the left-hand side, he has 13 hits, 1 home run with a 178 average. So, and that home run was much earlier in the year. You look at his advanced analytics, I mean, it is some of the worst in baseball. He has a 1 percentile, expected WLBA, expected batting average, expected slugging, average exit velocity. He hasn't been making any contact. The only thing, or any hard contact, the only thing that's been, saving him a bit is his defense. He's randomly been an extremely good outfielder, one of the best outfielders in baseball, randomly, defensively in a short sample size. But he's been just, and we've been watching him all year. He just spikes every ball into the ground, and that's the unfortunate thing. You can even see here, most of his singles have been ground ball singles. You can see in the spray chart there to the right, a couple infield ones. It's been a rough season for him, and he needs to get constant reps, and he's not going to get constant reps with the Blue Jays right now. He's not playing good enough. They want to give it to Nathan Lucas, quite frankly, and Dalton Varsho's back, so he's down. But who they called up is Jonathan Clase, and if you're unfamiliar, of course, this is Jonathan Clase's stats here in the minor leagues. He's been very, very good in Buffalo this year. He has a 790 OPS. And again, keep in mind, Clase is known for his defense, and he is known for his unbelievable speed. He has 15 stolen bases in 27 games, which is an absurd, absurd pace. And it makes a ton of sense because you look at the Jays team right now. Nathan Lucas is a better hitter than Alan Roden. Dalton Varsho is a better hitter than Alan Roden. So if you want to take one of the outfielders, and even in Miles Straw, who can provide some more upside with the glove in theory, and he's a right-handed hitter. That's the main reason for lefties. If you want to provide somebody who can, steal the bases and be a pinch runner and, get some at-bats against left-handed pitchers, Jonathan Clase can be a pinch runner. He has a fantastic use case there with 15 stolen bases. And whether or not you guys think, we think Jonathan Clase is going to be an everyday major leaguer is still up in the air, but he can help this team win more right now than Alan Roden can. Simple as that. Roden is not hitting the ball well enough, and it's why Clase is up, and I'm very excited to see what he can do. I mean, we know kind of what he has in store with this team. He's going to be able to hopefully get on base a little bit. He might get a start tonight, steal some bases, all these different things. And to see him down, back up is a very good sign. See Alan Roden down, let him get some reps, call him back up later on in the year once he's found himself. But it's an unfortunate scenario. Also unfortunate, long time, Jay Stuart Burrow. He is down, and Braden Fisher, a reliever, has been selected to the Major League roster and will be active tonight. So Dylan Tate was sent down in exchange for Braden Fisher. Interesting because Dylan Tate, he had some flashes with the Orioles a couple of years ago. He is also sent down. So a ton of different moves here, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very interesting. But again, at the end of the day, it makes sense. Alan Roden's gone. He is going to be, missed. He needs to go down and figure his stuff out, though. He hasn't been good at the Major League level, and you can only keep him around for so long. He avoided the first cut with Will Wagner. Couldn't avoid the second one here, but Let me know down below what your thoughts are, and if you're excited to see Jonathan Clase get some at-bats against lefties, get some, pinch running abilities, yeah, opportunities, sorry. He's hitting 315 down there in the minors, and you're not getting homers from Alan Rodin anyway, so may as well get somebody who can steal the bases. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know down below what your thoughts are on that. We have some other things to go over, and of course, we're now ahead of, we're a few hours ahead at the time of recording of the Angels game. And of course, that's going to be a crucial game. I mean, the Jays, the AL East is struggling right now. The Jays need to take advantage. They need to win these games, and hopefully they're going to be able to here shortly. But we have some interesting things here. Ben Nicholson-Smith dropped an article. Early this season, Jimmy Garcia and Jeff Hoffman were simply dominant, driving force on virtually every Jays win. Then on Tuesday, they allowed 6 earned runs as the Jays lost late to the Angels' story from Anaheim. And I just want to bring back up, everybody talking about this now. This bullpen needs help, and it doesn't need help in the sense of, help from other relievers, bringing other guys in, even though they brought in Spencer Turnbull, Jose Reyna, 2 starters, right? And they're bringing up guys, sending down guys. They need help from their offense, and it's not a matter of Jimmy Garcia being bad or Jeff Hoffman being, bad, obviously, or, and even a lot of the middle relief guys, they've been worked so hard that they have no choice but to eventually be gassed. We've seen it in the past with Eric Swanson in 2023. We've seen it in the past with a ton of different guys. And now we're seeing it this year. Jimmy Garcia is absolutely gassed, and he has nothing left in the tank, and we're in May. It is an abomination, and you got to hope that some of these guys are – I mean, you also do have some reinforcements. You can look at some of the rehab notes. Ryan Burr is probably going to come back once he's good. He's out for at least, another 20 or so days. He worked a perfect inning. Adam Macko, obviously he is a reliever, doesn't really directly correlate, or not a reliever. He's a minor league pitcher. He tossed 3 1/3 innings, 2 runs allowed, and 3 hits, 2 walks, and 6 Ks. He is hopefully going to be a starter, but of course he torn his meniscus. Ladies and gentlemen, this team needs help, and they need help very, very fast. And it's not in the form of getting more relief arms in, even though that will help as well. It's about helping them with offense, getting more runs, getting more cushions. You can leave the starter out an extra inning, and so the starter can go a little bit longer. So you don't have to use your high leverage relievers every day. So you can have, help out George Springer, the only guy that's producing offensively. But it's going to be interesting there. A couple of other pretty big updates here. So Nick Sandlin has been playing catch up at 60 feet. And for Eric Swanson, he will resume his rehab work with the game in the Florida Conference League later this week. Nothing structural with the arm per manager John Schneider. Fantastic news here. You do need him back. And of course, I'm talking about the offense being good. That is the number one thing that's going to help. It also helps to get some reinforcements back from your major leaguers. And Eric Swanson is a major league reliever. He's fantastic. And to get him back is going to be absolutely crucial. To get Nick Sandlin back is going to be also crucial. He was one of the Jays' best relievers before. I mean, ever since he went down, the Jays kind of been in a spiral. And it's obviously not directly correlated. A lot of that's offense. But to see, Sandlin hopefully going to be coming back soon. Eric Swanson coming back soon. Max Scherzer, all these different guys. Hopefully the Jays can just, tread water, get back to 500. That's the goal right now, and continue to fight away because they have a rough schedule ahead. Again, your next series against the Mariners, the Rays, the Tigers, the Padres, the Rays, the Rangers. Got to try to just stay afloat here as you approach, next month, as you approach the trade deadline and see what happens because this team has the opportunity now to spiral fast if they continue to lose these games, or they can turn it around tonight against the Angels. But let me know down below your thoughts are on the Alan Rodin move, as well as Jonathan Clase. I'm excited to see him back up. I'm also, hopefully Rodin will get down AAA, get some good reps in, and come back soon. That'll wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below if you're excited for Jonathan Clase.